Are you ready? It's about to go down. Fast Food Diaries. Yeah, we about to talk about all that. You ever worked in fast food? Yeah. And don't forget, we know what we think, but we want to know what you think. Leave a comment. And as always, thank you for your support. Peace.
Love me like I loved you. Wish you love me like I loved you. I loved you, mama. Still, you said I was born a bastard. But they're here at an open mic, y'all, where it's all about community, and this is how we grow our young ones, okay?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Fast Food Talks. This is your one-stop shop for all things fast food. I'm talking about the customers, the employees, and the management. Come on, chime in. I know we're running a little bit behind schedule, but come in, chime in. Let us know how's your week going, how's your day going. I'm your co-host, Brittany, Breezy Bree. This is the CEO, your neighborhood DJ.
728.
Yeah, yeah, that DJ voice. How's your week going, sir?
Man, we were running.
It's been a busy day. Been a busy day.
Yeah. So it's cool though. Hey, I'd rather be busy like this than that
Yeah,
sit at
yeah.
home like, man,
No complaints. No complaints
It's
whatsoever.
all right. Hey, it is what it is, right? So now, yeah, we were running around a little bit today. It's been pretty cool. Real good day. You know, things going the way they're supposed to be going.
Very productive. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Everywhere we go, people are like happy to see us. So I guess that's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing. Yeah, always.
Yeah. So when it stopped being that way,
And then we have. What are you doing differently? Yeah, what
yeah,
happened? What
like,
changed?
nobody ain't nobody happy to see you.
Horrible. Yeah.
So that's been, you know what? That's probably been the best part of the day. Just seems like every stop is like, wait, y'all please don't leave.
I know. Yeah, you got to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Even Uncle G, shout out Uncle G's.
Hey, how you doing? Thank
stopped by
you.
there. That was kind of why we were late, y'all. We stopped to get something to eat from Uncle G. So it was good.
Oh my God, it hit the spot. Thank you, Uncle G. It's really good.
It
Thank you.
It was good.
Thank
So
you
you
so
never
much.
eaten over there. Go try it out.
Yeah.
And if you tried it out, do it again.
Please.
So I want to get in here today. Kind of gonna talk about a couple things that ran across. I ran across. So now we'll say this though. There's some stories that we might cover.
Yeah.
That are maybe not new to you, but some stuff we new to. Cause a lot of stuff that we couldn't cover is over time. You know, working in certain restaurants. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, I understand. I get that. Yeah.
You gotta be that way.
Keep
right?
a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about something today. We get a couple of y'all a chance to come on, hop in here. And like I said, it's about our normal time where our regular starts coming on in, and we'll see them.
That is true.
So we're gonna see who's gonna be the first one. Who you think, Matt?
Probably.
Matt.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah, Matt. Oh, he always. Oh, I'm here too.
Yeah, I'm here too. Don't forget me.
Of course.
I'm on the boat too. Yeah, hold on. So, shout out yesterday. You know, Malcolm X.
Oh yeah, it was.
If you don't know, anniversary of his transition in February 21st, 1965.
Mm-hmm.
So. So it's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute, yeah, a long time. My mom was born 65, so yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. So, and saying that, I wanna we got a thing we're gonna cover today.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things where, you know how people have you ever had the term while you at work where someone would say they working as like slaves?
Yeah, like a Hebrew slave. They would say.
Hebrew slave, okay.
As I said, Hebrew slave.
All right.
Yeah.
So you hear that? Where do you normally hear that? Do you hear it at work or while people on the floor?
Yeah, I hear like if we're really busy or it's been a rush. Like, dang, we slaving back here. Yeah, because we've been working really hard, like nonstop. I've heard that many times at work.
When that happens, do you have that feeling too? Like, man, they all working me like slaves, and that, man, do you have that mentality when you?
A little bit, yes. I say I'm working. I'm saying not so much that, but like, dang, they working us pretty hard right now. I need a break.
Now, when I hear that, I kind of think slaves. No, because you getting a paycheck, ain't you? At the end of the day,
yeah, I don't know.
But that don't guarantee nothing either, because did you know they were giving the slaves paychecks too?
Didn't know that. I thought they were just doing that just for.
No.
I thought they was like maybe giving them like shelter and room and board. I guess you could say.
Yeah, but that's what I
thought. As far as actual monetary gain, no, I didn't know they were getting monetary gain.
So if I give you shelter, room, and board, but I pay you, but I charge you more than what the shelter, room, and board is worth, that's still technically right. But you still, when I hear that. I think about it like, man, y'all can choose to clock out and go home.
Yeah, you have the option. You don't have to stay. I mean, I'm not gonna beat you if you decide to go and leave.
Yeah. So and so we ran across a couple things. So reports we're gonna cover. Now, in saying that, when you say they can clock, we say they can clock out. You can leave when you want to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What so in that case that would mean that slavery, would you think slavery exists or not? When is slavery end? When did they tell you that?
What was it, the Juneteenth? But even then, that's not. I think not in the North, they got the right thing. We didn't get ours to another a year or 2 months. How many years before we got our actual freedom?
I don't even
The ones up north got the memo before we did down here. So I can't. What's the exact date that we all were free? I think it was Juneteenth. I can't. The year I don't know.
when slavery was abolished. Right?
Abolished, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So what if I say no? It's not Juneteenth.
It's not Juneteenth. What do you mean?
Slavery is legal.
Legal how?
According to the Constitution.
Constitution? What?
Yeah, it's legal. See, if y'all don't know that slavery is legal. So, because we think about, we say, well, hey, and this is all important because we're going to tie this together here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about all of the years, we say, hey, yeah, man, slavery is over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Okay. Or when did we get our freedom? Well, first of all, I know, man, y'all know me,
Mm-hmm.
but who gives someone the authority to free someone else?
Well, yeah.
And if I don't say that you're free, then you ain't free.
Yeah.
So that's what we had that thing where people up north got it, and then they were all living free, and it was all peaches and cream, and then everybody down here didn't hear about it until they didn't declare, like it wasn't like a deal where they just said, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
We lost as y'all know. There was a standoff.
Oh
yeah. Go back and learn the history. There was a standoff. It wasn't like on their free will and they finally had to accept defeat when they looked up and seen all the others black soldiers sitting on the side, right? But all of that is incorrect because according to the Constitution,
it's still legal
to
this day.
To this day. So let's look at why. Let's see if let's show you what I mean right here. Let me. I think we got this pulled up. So it's the 13th Amendment. You heard of the 13th? You know what amendment?
Yeah.
So the 13th Amendment is a very particular one.
Okay.
So that's and think about all the things you've been heard about. Come on, man, we ain't slaves no more.
Yeah.
We not slaves no more.
We have rights now. All that stuff. Yeah.
We're not. Okay. All right. Let's read. So I want to make sure y'all can read this. We're going over to Wikipedia. And I'm going to read this out. The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution abolished slavery and involuntary servitude. So you know what involuntary servitude is?
Yeah, making me do something, making me have to serve you.
Well,
take care of you.
So back then, kind of, it's kind of more like this. Involuntary servitude is mean I'm making you go do some work without paying you for. Right? I give you some land. I'll let you have the land, but you got to bring me so much crops over here.
Okay.
And you got to bring me all this stuff over here, and you don't get any freedom, right? So this is slavery or indentured service. Let's go back to it. So when he goes to it, so this is really important to it. Where we at? Abolish slavery and involuntary servitude. So what did involuntary servitude turn into? So we're going to talk about that too. So the slavery, we kind of get that. They try to put the nice word together, right? So it kind of goes together, right? We get the images and all this stuff that's going on with it, right? Involuntary servitude is your probation. Because you're actually going outside involuntarily working. You got to have a job. You got to pay them fees. You got to do all this extra stuff. You got to pay all this stuff just so you don't be locked up in here in what's called slavery over here. We'll do it. Involuntary servitude, like you got to do community service. How many hours? 200 hours, 300 hours, they give away hours.
Mm-hmm.
Community, we're going to order you to serve or servitude. We're going to order you to servitude involuntarily.
Yeah, but people that did that committed a crime. It's not the same as slavery.
Okay, so let's
slavery. I'm forced into it. I have no option. I'm born into this.
Okay.
I'm born a slave. My dad was a slave. My grandpa was a slave, so I'm a slave.
So
but
let's see what the 13th Amendment has to say
Okay.
about this. Okay. Continued on, abolish slavery and involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime. So let's talk about that real quick because that's very important.
Mhm.
There's nothing that I could ever say that slavery is okay.
Yeah.
And according to that, it's abolished except anytime you can make an exception for slavery, that's wrong. Anytime you can make an exception for involuntary servitude, that's wrong. You're making me, like you said, I'm making you go do something, but they were doing that before. Like, okay, well, we're not gonna lock you up, but you want to spend two months over Mr. Johnson's farm involuntarily.
Yeah.
So that's the whole part. So now, so when we go back to that part is. Cause we have to establish this. So we're talking about, cause we're gonna tie this into fast food here in a minute. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me, let's try this right here. You think that'll work?
Yeah, it's a little bit better for them.
For them. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
That's fine with them.
She's looking out for y'all. That's good. Always, Breezy. All right. So when you look at this part right here, it was passed. The amendment was passed, which means it wasn't even a part of their makeup.
Okay.
At the beginning, before there was 13, there was 12. Like they got to number 13 before they decided to say slavery and involuntary servitude was wrong. They said you got a right for guns. You can say what you want to. Freedom of speech. You can say all the stuff you want to do.
Yeah.
The slaves, so we'll get to that later. We'll make that a part of this part right here. So you got the Emancipation Proclamation is declared, and the Confederate control said all this stuff was free and all this, except in the commission of a crime. Now this is where they tie us back into. Since that day, who made the crime? Who made the laws?
The same people. They
just said
slavery was okay. Yeah.
So even if you say, well, so you talking about what kind of laws? You ever heard the term called a vagabond?
I have. I never knew what does that mean.
So a vagabond.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that. I'm like, what is that?
You're walking on the street and you have less than $20 bills on you. They can actually take you to jail for being a vagabond. That's what it is.
Wow, I didn't know what that was.
But go back to why did they make that law?
Why? Yeah, well,
because when they did this Emancipation Proclamation thing, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they don't have no money, but now, if you make the law that said you don't got $20 on you, that's a crime. But guess what? According to this right here, slavery is okay as long as you committed it. We could say, you committed a crime,
we can put you back in slavery.
Slavery is legal. We ain't gotta put you back, or we don't put you over there. We're gonna do involuntary servitude, involuntary, right?
Yeah.
So that's where that part comes in. Now, where do we tie these two together? The reason why I brought to bring this up. So before I go into the article, so you understand that if a person can say I can come up with all these thousands of laws, how am I going to remember all of them? And if I commit any of them, then you're telling me that slavery is okay. So when people say, well, that was those times.
Yeah, that's
right?
That's back then.
That was back then.
That don't count for now.
That don't happen right now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, y'all talking about way back in the day. That don't exist right now, right?
Yeah.
We got y'all got Juneteenth. Y'all got the 4th of July.
That's in the past. Y'all keep bringing that up now. Y'all
keep bringing it up, right? So, not so fast. It says not in the past, not so fast. Well, Well, we got a situation here.
Because
Let's look this up. I got to show you this right here. Prison. Y'all saw the title of it, prison labor, right? How prison labor fuels fast food costs.
what?
But how prison labor fuels fast food costs, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
This is by the court, so you know the court. Y'all can check the court's journalism if you want to, but you know here it is right here. The business back, and this is the new one now. This just came out, and that didn't say 1865, did it?
No, a few days ago, the 16th of 2024.
Wait, what year is this?
2024.
But they told us that it was gone. This report now.
Wow.
We're gonna, although the takeout often writes about fast food, okay, promotions and agreements, blah 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 blah. All right. In addition to various fast food franchises blatantly violating child labor laws, what we went over already, right?
Oh yeah, we have.
In recent years, and a guest investigation from the Associated Press has revealed some brands may also be unknowingly exploiting prison labor as well.
I doubt it's unknowingly.
But so, okay, you doubt it? You think?
I doubt they know that they're trying to. I mean, I know you're in jail. I know you committed a crime, but to make people do inhumane stuff or crazy stuff is still no. I mean, my job is to sit here and get my cert. But I thought jail was for reformation. You go there, you commit a crime, you get reformed, you come out a better citizen. Not go in there and till the ground and pick the cotton. I didn't come to jail to go back until where I wasn't free.
But it's legal. I just say it. Okay. So when people say, why would you want to keep putting people in jail? Why would they keep sending back over here? It's free labor. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's go. So yeah, you see in the picture, right? So let's go back over here. For this investigation, Associated Press reporters gathered information from every U.S. state, examining public records, inquiries, correction departments. Okay, even tailing transports of livestock, crops, and prisoners to various work sites. The investigation took 2 years, and the reporting ties hundreds of millions of dollars worth of agricultural products to goods sold on the open market. Drive-through, fastest food. Let me see. You want to guess this part right here?
The practice of using prison labor to generate revenue for the state and generate product for large companies was found to be most prevalent in the South. Not shocked. No, because we already know the people up north had been free. They had the memo before we got the memo.
But they wasn't free. That's what I'm saying. They were. It's the thing is this. They weren't free.
Okay.
They were just convinced to go ahead and do some of these other jobs for them. They say, well, look, we'll quit beating y'all because they had same brutal stuff up there.
Yeah.
We'll quit doing what we're doing, but we'll give you this factory job. Just come on. Look, just we ain't gonna. We'll give you a good place over here. We're not gonna do those things right there to you, because at the end of the day, we want to. Let me go out. Let me pull this.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I wasn't shocked because the South is the South. But where some of the country's largest prisons are located, of course, there's more land out here. The AP report draws historical parallel to the era where slave labor was legal. Oh, slave, okay. Highlighting the fact that some inmates at a prison in Louisiana worked the same soil that enslaved people did when the site was a plantation more than 150 years ago. I wonder if that felt eerie to be there. I felt eerie, like to be in the same land that our ancestors or grandparents or great-great-great-grandparents were when they were.
But this is the thing. the same ancestors that worked the land, our brothers and cousins and sisters are doing it now. Now that so you got to think.
Oh,
Now you got to think. Now they ain't even have so-called ancestors that's back telling the
it's still,
land.
yeah.
Your people that your same age, your family the same age is in there.
And they're doing this stuff now.
And again, I don't want to get it. I get it. People, there's going to be somebody who's going to say, well, people did crimes and they did. But look, everybody done some crimes.
Yeah, everybody, yeah.
No matter you call
whether
it
it's big or small, yeah.
knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't know that carrying some wire cutters in your car was against the law in Texas.
No, I didn't know that.
It was for a long while.
Wow.
Wearing say for instance, if for Texas there was a law where as a man you couldn't have. So say for instance, if you went to do laundry and your girlfriend's underwear fell out the bag,
yeah,
there was a charge for that.
Oh, how? Why?
They got crazy.
Really
they changed them, but in this one right here, no, this is, and then also too, so you got like AP here found that hundreds of millions of dollars, worth of agricultural products came to market through the use of prison labor, linked to the supply chains of. It's called a Frosted Flakes, Coca-Cola, like Frosted Flakes, Coca-Cola, Riceland, McDonald's, Popeyes, Chipotle, Burger King, and others appear to be linked either directly or indirectly to forced prison labor.
Horrible.
So, you got a long one. You can kind of go through here. This is a long one. In some cases, the products of prison labor take a long and winding journey before showing up at the menu, right? The fast food. This is why we're here, right? So y'all you getting fast food and you putting money into it and you putting your efforts into fast food. Just know that these cows and livestock, the matter of fact here it says right here, the dealer, let me go back up here. For example, in Louisiana, some correction facilities use prison labor to raise livestock. And let me make sure I'm on the right thing over here. 1 second. And my little clicker didn't want to click. That was funny. I thought about, was it me? What? No. All right, so some correction facilities use the prison labor to raise livestock, and so they found the trailers filled with these cows to a market where they were bought by a local livestock dealer. The dealer then sold them to a Texas beef processor who also buys cows directly from prisons.
So they breed
the meat from the beef processor ends up in the supply chains of fast food companies, supermarkets, including Burger King and Sam's Club. Nothing innovative or interesting about this system of forced labor. There's nothing innovative. There's nothing reformative. There's nothing that says that, hey, if we force them to do this work, then they're going to somehow
come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better human beings or something? No, not really. I'm just using it for free labor. I understand they commit a crime, but still, they're still humans. They still have That's too far. That's too far.
Kind of weird to hear about all this, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, how are they breeding the cows in prison? Because, they have a farm?
Yeah. There was a brother, I can't remember the name of it was a documentary. I went to see the guy. He was in there and he got out and he was documenting that when he was in there, they was picking cotton, literally. They got them picking cotton. He says the same thing. He came out and was telling them. It was at UTA. He had an old thing over there.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's nothing. There's no justification for that. Down here where it says other times the use of prison labor to power major food brands is more direct.
Wow.
So, okay, so we talked about, like you said, you're pretty sure that they knew what they were doing, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was involuntary. How do you not know where your food or stuff is coming from?
So okay, so in the case of now y'all know if y'all don't know,
Yeah.
but so we just came out, right? It's new to y'all, new to us, right? But say if you go into a supplier and it's a meat processing place over here.
Mhm.
Where are you getting your cows from? Well, we buying our cows from over here in Louisiana. Where are they getting their cows from? Well, they farm. Are they farm raised? Yeah, they farm raised by the free labor. And I remember saying, people knowing people. I've never been in that situation, but I know people saying that you have to raise your own chickens, you got to raise your own stuff, and what you don't raise, you don't raise food, you don't eat.
Oh, wow.
There's yeah, I've heard that also too. Now here's the part right here. In Mississippi, the Associated Press met with women serving time in restitution centers where they work at fast food chains like Popeyes to pay off court mandated expenses. And is that what we were just talking about the involuntary, sir?
Yeah, making them work at a fast food
You're
restaurant.
going to go work.
That is
Okay,
insane.
so I want y'all to know this.
That's insane.
Fast food work can be so bad they can use it as a punishment for a crime in Mississippi.
That's
In Mississippi,
eye-opening.
if you're a woman, then they can make you go. According to this report,
The article, yeah.
according to this, they met with some women. Now we haven't met the women. We don't know everybody in Associated Press, but we're gonna associate what we're saying with Associated Press right now. They said they had to work in restitution centers. Restitution centers in Alabama. The publication followed inmate transport vans to a company that supplies beef, chicken, and fish to McDonald's. And you say you have to raise your own stuff. Look, in Colorado, up until 2022, what does that say?
Oh, yeah. And it says inmates raised water buffalo for milk that was then sold to Leprino Foods, which supplies mozzarella cheese to pizza chains including Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. They got water buffalo in jail?
They got it. I'm telling
How
you.
much land does it?
So you got to think, you in Colorado.
Oh, so it's a ton of. Oh, wow.
It's in Colorado, so it's a ton of land.
A ton of land out there. I don't see nature out there. You see more nature than people.
When you going into Colorado, especially if you coming from from where we are, you're going up through Oklahoma, and you cutting over. It's nothing but plain. I don't like even going that way because it's nothing.
Nothing there.
It's just plain.
Not any trees.
Plain.
He said plain.
And you know how they say plains with the S?
Yeah.
Plain. Yeah, they ain't gonna give you the S.
Wow.
So yeah, so they currently. So this is the other thing too, y'all. They talked about a lot of places in there. They talk about McDonald's, the Pizza Hut,
the big major chains.
But that's just all the ones that they listed.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just touching the surface of this, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to come back to it at some point again later on
to see.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more digging on this one because then you go to how are they able to keep how
what?
How are they able to keep the prices so low at sometimes?
Oh no.
If you're using slave labor.
I said free slave labor, yeah.
Free slave labor. Because at the end of the day, if you're telling me that some person committed a crime and they did something against humanity, that we all that man.
Yeah.
We can see him going getting locked up for that.
Yeah, we cancel you. Yeah, you're done with you. Yeah.
Right? The last thing I want them to do is be worried about my food. Touch my food.
Yeah.
At all, right? Number one, because I would be mad too. You put me in here, you make me go cook for somebody, and you making me go do this, you making me go work over here. And these court fees that you put on me, Now I got to work them off. Welcome to Popeyes. How can I help you?
That makes sense, Bob.
Oh,
My
you
bad.
said- yeah.
That's why when I go to Popeyes, they always mad. They are never happy.
Yeah, but you remember, okay.
So now I can get one, man. I'm just here because I'm trying not to go to jail.
Wait, and remember that one, I don't know if we haven't aired it yet, y'all will see it, but I'm pretty sure y'all aired it.
Yeah.
Well, where you were the employee who was doing us that one where you said, yeah, I'm just here on parole.
Oh yeah. I did say
Yeah, I know. I'm just working on
I'm working on parole. I
Now,
ain't gotta be nice to
see,
you.
It's real, and that's it.
It's
That's not
real
just in
deal.
one state.
Yes, a lot of states. And they all in the South. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. Ain't nobody up.
Because it's an agreement. Because if that's what the lands are, we can ship ship everybody down there to these lands. Let them work. Like Richard Pryor said, he went to Arizona State Prison, and with nobody in there but brown people. He said, but the crazy part is there are no black people in Arizona. Y'all busting people in, right?
God, who's in Arizona? I'm just saying nobody really is.
But my point is, and again, this is for anybody. If you know anybody who's in there, they're a slave. So even if you say, well, it's black people. Well, guess what? It's Dane Donald. Everybody in there. And so now you say, well, hey, how come y'all selling us this cheap stuff? And we talked about before about the cycle of eating fast food and the correlation from actually going to prison.
Mm-hmm.
So you got.
I remember that podcast name. Now you heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So think about it full circle. So now these people are saying, hey, fast food. And again, if you're working in a fast food, I'm not saying you quit tomorrow, but just something to put on your mind.
Yeah.
Eating the fast food, we've already showed there is a link between your propensity to go into prison.
Yeah.
Right? We wouldn't have thought, we wouldn't think about it until
we didn't know that eating fast food affects your actual mental and physical decision making. major stuff. So if you're not thinking properly, you're more likely to commit a crime than the way that, like, well, should I do that or should I not? Because of the consequences that come with that. Now we find out that is true.
But look at the cycle. It's a self-repeating cycle because if I'm using if someone is using free slave labor.
Yes.
And because of this, they're able to make the fast food cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I wanted to go one part of this. This one part I wanted to bring up that I saw that I do want to bring in because we talked about them getting paid. Yeah, we talked about that, right? I want y'all to bring.
I don't remember the pay part.
Oh, you remember that?
No.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I want to find this right here. And it might be easy to write off prison labor as incarcerated people paying their debts to society, but many work in dangerous conditions, earning only pennies or sometimes nothing at all. In other states, more than half of the prisoners' wages are often garnished to pay for things like room and board and court fees. What did I say earlier?
Wow.
What did I say? What I said earlier?
Yeah, you said that. That's the involuntary servitude. Yeah.
And then we sort of talk about, they'll get paid, but if I'm gonna garnish that to pay for I'm keeping you in here.
You really ain't getting.
And I'm gonna make you work off the fact that I gotta keep you in here, and I'm gonna make the food cheaper. So if you eat this kind of food that you're helping us make and make money off of, you're guaranteed to come back. So we keep getting free labor.
True. That's crazy.
And like I said, we've been last few weeks we've been talking about the Karens and the Karens of the week. But this way just for the day we're taking a break from the Karen of the week just for the day because we're already talking about how the general public is treating the fast food workers, right?
That the abuse we endure daily.
Yeah. But the fast food work, so the food is not going to be quality,
Yeah.
right? It's going to be cheap. It's fast food. It's
Mhm.
cheap. But why is it so cheap? Because you got cheap labor.
Makes sense.
You paying them pennies on the dollars, and you still want to cut. And these people, like I say, for someone to say you have to go work at Pow Pow, come on.
Yeah, so that lets you know how bad it can be. They know how bad it can be.
Yeah, fast food
Is
can
it
be. You could be
viewed as
sentenced.
a viewed as a
You could be sentenced to what? Like the other judge, the other.
Yeah, they sentenced her to work at for to pay off her fees for assaulting the worker.
Look, I don't think we need.
That's crazy.
So this other part about that too is if they are assigning, they're assigning her, the lady, to go work off campus. You know, you're gonna go work. We ain't gonna put you in jail. You go work. Okay. Well, we got some fees over here. Well, we're gonna let the ladies, the women, go work. And again, if we talking about being equal, all right, you know, I don't skip that part because nobody should be. If the women, you got the women going over there taking orders, well, let it get submit the men. Let it be combined. Let everybody going over there together, working together.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this whole thing, there's no justification for slavery. Now, what people say, well, what do you do with the bad people? What do you do with that? I mean, that's probably an answer for someone else. Probably thought about it a little bit longer.
Yeah. The actual committed major crimes like murder and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, and then you said, well, everybody got to have prisons and jails and people. You know, but do you know the word for jail in ancient Egypt?
No, what does it mean?
There was no word for jail because they didn't have.
We made this word up.
There was no jail.
Yeah, it says we just made this word up.
The concept, it wasn't even a jail. It wasn't even a jail.
Maybe they didn't commit crimes back then. Was there no crime back then? Was the crime rate I'm like, maybe there was no need for a jail.
Oh, people still did wrong.
Oh, so maybe there was no need for a jail back then. Everyone was it's more of an equal plane. It's not like we got this hierarchy and I'm saying it was evil. Not evil.
It was evil. You ended up being that way when everybody saw it change.
It was an equal, and no one's like, okay, I'm trying to get what you got, grab what you got. It's like we all got the same thing. So
I think, and that's you're right. When it was a level playing field, and I think back then it was people from birth. You were kind of taught self accountability. So when you would get up, and again, man, those that don't know, if y'all know me, y'all may have y'all know me, I know. Yeah. But they would get up and have 42 confessions every day. And it wasn't, they didn't have, and again, we talking about what are alternatives. And again, you can say, well, hey, how was they living? We can do all that stuff. But they were not doing that to people. They were not there wasn't slaves that built pyramids. You can't come on. Yeah, that's not for that technical. No, that didn't happen.
Oh yeah, there's still standards, honey.
Yeah, they still standing.
It's still standing to this day, yeah.
But if you were taught, and then again, I'm not, y'all can say, your own things, whatever. But instead of people being told what to do and not to do and commanded, you got these commandments. I'm telling you what to do and what not to do. You have 42 confessions that you said, hey, I didn't do this. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't make nobody cry. I didn't talk too much.
It is daily.
42.
Wow.
And you take your own accountability for what you didn't do each day.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna one that's gonna have to suffer whatever the karma. Whatever the karma,
yeah.
I know some of y'all know about that, aren't you? So
do good.
Do good. Look,
do good.
This is the season where I'm glad, I'm
What is
A
it?
matter of freedom. People feel like they could be free by making other people do the work.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it boils down to. Can I make somebody else do the work?
Yes, okay.
Can I make you do the work? And so yeah. So when y'all do encounter people that's working in fast food, know that one, the food and everything that's set up inside is they're already dealing with a lot anyway.
Yeah.
So and that makes me another thing too. So they're not paying the workers all that well, and they're serving it to you.
Yes.
And they're not paying the people at the beginning who's growing it
Who's
and doing
growing?
the work, growing the food and telling them, come on, cow, come on over here, come on, chicken, come on over here. Yeah, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're forcing all these, you're getting all this money, then that's where you get the director of operations and the vice presidents and all this, because now y'all have a good job. I can go out here and I got 600 stores and I got 300 stores I'm responsible and I'm eating good. But the people that's working ain't eating good.
Barely.
And the people
Surviving.
that's all working before at the meat packing plant, and they ain't making nothing. And
my thing is, why? And that's the case. If y'all get all this cheap labor, all this cheap, y'all cheap labor from the jump, from the origin, y'all don't pay the workers. Why is the hike in prices like every 3-6 months? Why? Why y'all getting? Somebody's getting greedy at this point.
it's addiction. This is what it is. If you got people addicted to a drug,
Oh,
right?
I
No matter
see.
what you raise the price of that drug is,
They're
gonna pay it.
gonna make a way to get it. They make a way to
get
get it. Yeah, that's true.
How was it when people would you tell them, hey, we close, or say if you close at 10 and say a fryer broke down, you got to close
Something
at 9.
happened, yeah.
Would people lose their mind?
They lose their mind. Oh, I'll give you $10 more. I'm like, it's some fries and burgers. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all need it like that?
Yeah.
Go make your own burger and fries.
Boy. And look, when that ice storm hit, I'm telling you, when that thing opened back up, man, you would have thought these people had never eaten in the whole month.
Apocalypse, like the world was about to end.
Man.
I'm saying, where we about to go, but burn up.
Oh, wait. So you talking about the drug? How many times? So when I was when we were having ice storms, I had a store, and what I would have to do is go. You know, you got to go check and make sure that the water.
Everything's
even
working.
though we was ahead of the game and we didn't wait on them, but still, sometimes you got to check on the store. Why were people still coming through the drive-through,
slipping and sliding,
trying to order food? And they were looking at me crazy like,
why you not serving me?
Why you not serving? Come on, man. You open. You in there. Ah, dude. It's just me in here. You see this ice? So can you get out the drive-through safely, sir? You over there slipping aside.
They do not care.
Slipping aside records going on.
I was like, are y'all serious about this burger and fries?
Yeah.
I remember because as soon as we opened it, because we had to throw everything away. It was, man, they were ready. We had to bring in the whole staff. I mean, everybody was there.
Everybody.
It felt like a Christmas or something.
I can't work. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You got to
get here.
Well,
y'all got here safe. You get here safe too.
Yeah, I live farther than you. Hey, don't you hate it with man? We're gonna stop talking.
I know. I guess get mad like
somebody who lives even farther than you get to work like, oh, I drove in there. Everything's all good.
I mean, yeah, because my boss did that to me. This last one. Well, I come from way out here. You're 20. I said, no, okay, you're right. I can't even. What can I say? You driving an hour. I'm driving 20 minutes. So if you can make it, I can make it.
I'll tell you what you can say. It's the truth. It happened to me. It can happen to you.
Okay. That's crazy.
Hey, look, I can't get out of my apartment. The hill is just too steep.
He's like, I said, I got called and said, hey, I'm letting you know. And then I called the store and the other girl, she was a lady too. She's like, no, the roads are fine. I said, man.
We had a manager, so had another manager.
I said, okay, well, if you make it and you live 30 minutes away, I guess I can too, man.
The roads are fine. You driving 4x4, RAV4, and I'm over. No.
No.
Yeah, no.
That first freeze was bad. Now They've gotten better over the years. The last one wasn't that bad, and I didn't slide not once. I really didn't.
Are you talking about when all the lights and electricity?
Yeah,
was
we were
at
out
water?
for days. That was a bad one. That was the
Yeah.
worst one.
I had built me
You told me you had the foil. You didn't have nothing.
I didn't have lights or water.
For how many days?
It was about a week. It was about
Yeah.
a week. So it was pitch cold. So what I did was I made myself a hood or almost like a fireplace with a foil paper. It had a bottom on it, and I made a little curve that came to the top. And what I did is I took them little tea candles, those little small ones, and then I put a bunch of them in there and lit them. And then that way the heat concentrated in that space, but then it kind of went back out into the room. And so what I would do is I would close off part of like that door here. I would close that off and just leave it cold back here. And then that way, at least the restroom, that kind of stuff, kind of never cool. Sometimes the water will come on and out, but yeah, you can go in there. And then to eat, I did the same thing. I put me a little, had a grape. I don't know where I got the grape from. And I took them one little tea things, put them underneath the bottom of a pot, boiled them in some water on top. Man, I was in there eating good, feeling warm. Everybody was like, the world's coming to an end. Not over here.
Innovative. I've been like, bruh, I've been 7 days because I remember one of my coworkers, Robert, said he had found they haven't had eaten in 7 days.
Yeah.
And he found them because they're trying to gather some wood because they had a fireplace, thankfully. But he found them and he said he ate like he had.
Yeah.
Like man, it was that. I was like, where I stayed was near a nursing home, so we didn't lose it. But they couldn't do that because that's life.
They pick and choose where they
They
want.
do.
They were doing that. I'm telling you, I was like, man, how come y'all like? Well, mine stayed out for a couple days.
I didn't lose. My parents, they had their pipes busted. A lot of folks had issues at first freeze. It was bad.
So, yeah. So y'all, thank y'all for joining in today.
You.
We're gonna get on out of here. I think. Yeah. So just something to think about, y'all. We'll probably come back to this whole part about the connection with slavery.
It's very disheartening to know that that's
slavery, prison, and fast food.
All related.
All related.
They should not be related at all, but they're all correlated in this crazy in this scenario.
Yeah, and you got people that steady out there trying to get you to oh, come on, man, believe in the goal, come on, you'll get your own. You'll be
get your piece of the pie, yeah.
Get your piece of the pie, man.
You finally got a piece.
I had a piece of the pie and it was molded.
Not molded.
Because it sounds sweet and it looked good. But when you start eating, you realize that's y'all living off the old way of doing stuff.
I put back the layers. It's something scary. Yeah, I'm like, what is this? No, wait a minute.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on.
Why does it look like cherry? You said it's an apple. You said it's an apple pie. Why does it look like a cherry? This look like banana.
Get scared then. What is this?
Yeah.
I know.
This pineapple? No, this is banana. You got a banana pie right here. So, yeah, that's all good, y'all. But we'll catch up with y'all later on. We got some more stuff coming up. We're collab with some more folks too that's coming in. So just be prepared for that. So this next set of this next month gonna be off the chain.
Oh yeah.
So
most definitely.
We'll get back to our Karen of the week next week. We thought we'd give it a break because y'all already turned them up already.
Yeah, they ain't making it. This recent one, y'all going on.
Facebook, Instagram, y'all is going wild. So
blowing it up.
So thank you. We
you keep coming.
We'll keep.
Don't trickle on over to the YouTube too. Walk on over to that YouTube. We appreciate it.
If she don't respond, I'm gonna respond. So you never know which one of us gonna respond.
I know, you never know.
So y'all them comments, you never know was it me or was it her. No, it's probably both of us.
Watch
this.
We're gonna double team you. What do you say?
All right, y'all. Peace.
Have a good one.